If you're looking for a way to put on a full sleeve temporary tattoo on a tumbler, I want you to stay tuned because I'm going to show you how to do this in a very easy way. First, I would like to ask you to hit the subscribe button and the notification button and the like button. That would really help me out a lot and I would really appreciate it. Temporary tattoo sleeves are very inexpensive. I bought this one off of Amazon, package of 12 for less than $10, and I've purchased this probably 4 times in the last few years. It is a popular seller and a great gift for the fall. You want to start by measuring your cup. So you want to make sure that you're gonna measure the right amount from your tattoo sleeve to come from the top and curve a little bit around the bottom. And I want to make sure that you cut out the main part. So on this tattoo sleeve, like I cut off above Jack Skellington's head. I don't include the top where the big moon is. I actually come down a little bit of that because I want Jack Skellington to be more up, more towards the top of the cup. So make sure you're cutting your tattoo sleeve how you want it to look on your cup. Sometimes you might have to use 2 tattoo sleeves to accomplish this, but they are inexpensive, so I think it's worth it. This is not what I'm going to put on my tumbler. I actually save 1 sleeve and I use it for patches where maybe there's a piece on the tumbler that didn't get covered with tattoo. So I use this to kind of patch up those pieces. So this is what it looks like after having used bits of it here and there over the last few years. This cup was sanded, sprayed with white paint, sprayed with glow-in-the-dark paint, and I sprinkled my glow-in-the-dark chunky glitter over it. And I'll put the link to that little box of chunky glitter in the description below, as well as the tattoo sleeves that I'm using. So there you have it. I have my 2 pieces, one for each side, Jack Skellington for one side, and Oogie Boogie for the other side, and I'm ready to put them on. So notice over the top of the tattoo, there's a piece of plastic. If you peel it back, and you touch the tattoo is sticky. So when you put the tattoo onto the cup, you're gonna peel the plastic off, you're gonna lay it on the cup, you cannot pick it up again. Also, if you happen to lay your tattoo on the counter in a wet area and you get the backing wet, it will stick to the front and you'll have ruined your tattoo. Center your tattoo face down, put it on the cup, and then what I do is right in the middle, I run my fingers down the middle. You don't need to press over the bottom of the cup, just run it down the middle so it sticks. Don't start pressing it around the sides. It will be very difficult. What you do is you take a very wet rag. I have a bowl on the side of water and I get my rag saturated, and as I'm wetting the back of the tattoo, it's more moldable. I'm molding it to the cup. And what's going to happen is that back piece, the white back piece of the tattoo, as it gets wet, it's going to release from the tattoo sticker. It's going to leave the tattoo on your cup, and the white part is just going to slide right off. You can see here that I didn't bring my tattoo high enough on the cup, so I'll be having to make patches over that area. I'm molding with my fingers, I'm pressing down, and now I'm going to come around the bottom and I'm going to press and fold, press and fold, press and fold. And you don't have to worry if some of it folds over each other. If the tattoo folds over itself, it doesn't matter on the tattoo sleeve. It doesn't even show up. It's not noticeable, and it turns out really pretty. Look at that. See how it's just sliding right off the tattoo? Now, just get a little bit of water from the bowl on your fingers and start running it over the tattoo to make sure you get out any bubbles that might be underneath the tattoo. You see there was one there, I had to like coax it out with my finger. And the top of this tattoo is oval shaped, see right there? So there will be a patch that I'll have to put on there. The thing about the patches is you can't even tell on the cup that you had to use a patch to fill in those areas where there's no tattoo. Now I need to get Oogie Boogie ready for the back, but the tattoo is wider than I want it to be. It really doesn't matter if it overlaps, but I don't want it to overlap too much because it's going to cover up the ghosts and the pumpkins on the other side. So I trimmed the sides down so it wouldn't be really wide and overlap a lot. So I'm centering it, getting it ready, making sure I go all the way up to the top this time, just pressing down the middle. This is just a repeat. Getting my saturated cloth, it's just plain water, and pressing and molding, pressing and molding. There's going to be a line of demarcation where the tattoo was cut that will become more subtle. When I put epoxy over it, I always add a little bit of fine glitter to my epoxy, and that just kind of makes those lines a lot more subtle, as you'll see in the end. I always like to finish the bottom of my cups. Always, always. It's part of the art. And so I'm just putting a little Jack Skellington patch on the bottom. He's so cute. Now I'm going to go in with patches and just try and patch up the places where there is no tattoo with a part of the tattoo that looks similar to what is missing. And even if it is not the exact piece, like I said before, tattoo sleeves are very forgiving, especially this one, because there's a lot going on the sleeves. You won't even notice it. Same process with patches. You peel the plastic off after you cut the shape you want. You get the back wet, and then you peel it off. You just keep it wet until it slides off. Now I'm fixing the rim where I didn't go quite enough to the top with the tattoo. There's the area there that I covered up with a patch, and you can't even tell that it's been patched. So I let my tattoo sleeve dry overnight, and then I spray it with ultra matte clear Rust-Oleum spray paint. I let that dry and gas off, and then I put one coat of epoxy on it that has ultra fine glitter mixed in it, and then I let that dry. I sand it. I clean up the rim of my cup, which I do have a video about how to clean the rim of your cup. If you're interested in watching that video, I'll put it in the link below. And then I put one more good coat of epoxy on it and let it dry, and this is it. It's so fun. Such a fun cup. I love Jack Skellington. He's wants to be a good guy. He wants to be like Santa and goes about it all the wrong way. And of course, it is a glow-in-the-dark cup. And so I'll put that link below also to that glow-in-the-dark glitter if you're interested in that. God bless you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.